Hi, my name is Alexis Clements, and I am the playwright behind Unknown, the play that just had its world premiere production with 20% Theater Company in Minneapolis. And I just wanted to take a second to talk a little bit about what it was like having my play produced with 20%. You know, the first thing I have to say is that I wasn't entirely sure this play was ever going to be produced. It's made up of a cast entirely of queer women, primarily lesbians, and the unfortunate reality is that means it's really hard to find an artistic home for it. A lot of theater companies and arts organizations in the US talk about wanting to center the work of LGBTQ artists or POC artists or artists who are grappling with feminist ideas or ideals in their work, but it doesn't mean they always follow through. And what I learned in the course of working on this production with 20% and the tiny bit that I learned about some of the other work that they do, they really follow through. And that was extremely impressive. They're really striving to live up to those ideals. The other thing that was really exciting, having had the chance to visit Minneapolis to see the opening weekend of the show, was getting a chance to see the audiences and the community that comes out for these shows. A lot of theater companies in the US, I know, they struggle with bringing in cross-generational audiences in particular. And that did not seem as much of a struggle, if at all, for 20% Theater Company. And that's really exciting to see because we don't really have a future for theater and we don't really have conversations to have across generations if there's not that exciting, rich group of different generations participating in these theater experiences. And the other thing I want to just say is that I'm just so grateful for the chance to have learned from the director and the cast throughout the process of the production of this play. You know, we had a chance to email and then finally got a chance to meet and participate in the talk back and chat a little bit. And it was such an enriching experience and such a learning experience for me. And that's not always the case when you produce your work or bring work to new audiences that you may not be as familiar with, but it was definitely the case with 20%. And I am just so grateful for that. I cannot think of a more exciting and more perfect place for this play to have begun its life as a produced work. So 20% has all of my gratitude for that. I am now certainly a supporter of the work they do, and I definitely would encourage everyone who can give to support the work they're doing. It's exciting, it's enlivening, it promises to do the things that make theater unique, right? Like live performance and theater creates community. It is able to build conversation and community in a way that no other art form can do in quite the same way. And the work 20% is doing is making that community stronger and richer and better for it. So my great thanks, my extreme gratitude, and I hope you'll consider supporting the work they're doing.